Here I am. Hey guys, Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be back filming and I cannot wait for 2019 to see what it brings. I am really looking forward to this year. 2018 was a blur. Some of it was incredible. Some of it was horrific. I'm not going to think about the past. I'm just going to be looking forward to the future. And today is the first video that I'm posting in 2019. And for today, what I wanted to do was whip out what I just received in the mail, which is the ColourPop and ILUVSARAHI Through My Eyes collection. In this collection is an eyeshadow palette and 3 lip colors. And then in the PR kit came this awesome little kaleidoscope. Ooh, let's see if the camera can get kaleidoscopy. Here I am. So I'm gonna be playing with this today. I'm gonna do something really fun and colorful, and I'm just super excited. You know something that I think a lot of people don't know about Karen? She is, I think, of all of the people I've ever met in the industry, she is one of the ones I was the most intimidated by, but that is the actual most friendly. Karen is honestly so incredibly nice and down to earth and real. She's somebody that she's too beautiful to be real and human. And for me, I was like, oh, I can't talk to her. I'm not on that. And as soon as I met her, I think I met her for the first time in person at the Pure and Boxy Charm trip in Mexico. And I'm not kidding. She was so friendly to me, so kind, so wonderful, so welcoming, and has been so every single time that I've ever talked to her. She's just the best, truly the best. I believe she's collaborated with ColourPop a couple of different times in the past. Maybe this is the second, but this might be the third or more. I'm not sure. And this palette looks super dope. I am really excited to try this. Now, the thing is about ColourPop has never released an eyeshadow palette that I'm disappointed with the formula. So I'm almost certain going into this that I already know what the formula is going to be like. So I already know I'm going to like it. So more or less, it's just going to be fun to play with and see what kind of eye look I can create with it. As long as the formula is the same as their previous ones, I think I'll like it. If you want to buy the PR kit, which is all of this right here, which is the eyeshadow palette, 3 lip colors, and the kaleidoscope, and you get this box right here, which is truly beautiful, it is $50 even. If you buy it without the box, so it doesn't include the kaleidoscope, it is $39, and that would include these 2 items right here. If you were to buy the palette individually, it's $23, and for the lip bundle separately is $16. Or you can buy the ultra glossy lip for $6, and then the matte lips are $6.50 a piece. I absolutely love the packaging. I love everything about it. I'm super stoked to try this out, and let's play with makeup. You know what I'm super excited about, you guys? This is something that I've never done before. I've been on YouTube for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. I don't know, a long damn time. And I've never in my life had a set upload schedule of what I want my videos to be. And as you know, in 2018, my life flipped upside down. It still is, but I'm just dealing with it and doing my absolute best. But I was the shittiest uploader in the world because I just couldn't get to it. I just couldn't find the time to sit down and film when my life was falling apart around me. Everything is a lot better now. Things are kind of calming down, getting settled down, and I went through and I got a planner the other day and I filled in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday throughout the entire end of January. So I know exactly what videos I'm going to be uploading. You're going to be getting consistent content. Zach is going to be editing all of my videos for me, and we're getting set up to where 2019, I just have a feeling, is going to be fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what we can do in 2019. I have a feeling it's going to be absolutely incredible. Anyway, I'm going to quit waffling on, and let's just put some damn makeup on. I'm going to zoom you guys in a bit. That's good. And I'm actually going to prime my eyelids with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. We have got a whole ColourPop look going on today, don't we? This is the shade Fair 02. If you have been a longtime subscriber of mine, or maybe this is your first time, this is always what I use to prime my eyelids for any sort of eyeshadow look. I just feel like for me personally, it's a great base. I love the way that my eyeshadows blend out on top of it. And because they have such an amazing color selection, you have any skin tone available to you to prime your lids with. I like to go really light because I feel like it makes the shadows stand out really well on top of it, and obviously it cancels out all of the redness on my eyelids, which is quite a lot. So if you guys have any videos you would like me to do, request them down below. Although I do have my full calendar set out, I figure I can move things around or kind of push them off if they're not time sensitive. So if anything launches this month, I will push one of my other videos, you know, so I can get the launch out in time. You know, as long as everything stays the same, we're just going to stick to the schedule that I have, which I'm super stoked about. I think there's a lot of videos in there that you guys are really going to like. All right, eyelids are primed, and while those are kind of drying down just a tad, I'm going to moisturize my face. I've been using this for like the last 2-3 weeks ish straight every single day, and I've also been using the essence from Tatcha as well. I put the essence on directly when I get out of the shower, and then I am putting on the water cream moisturizer, letting that fully sink in, and then at night I'm using rosehip oil. I started using that because I heard so many people talking about it, but I saw a video from Melissa Alatorre, and she was saying that it's like her skincare miracle, and I'd really love to look like her, so I bought it. And it's from The Ordinary. I've never tried anything from them before, but so far I'm really liking it. I'm about a week and 8 or 9 maybe days in of using it, and so far I'm really liking it. I feel like my skin's looking really good. But I'll update you guys. This is probably going to be something I need to try out for I would say a couple of months to see a huge difference, but I'm going to see if it can help with my scarring and redness. As you guys can see, I have some scarring and I have a lot of redness down here as well, and I've heard that it can be really helpful for both of those things, so that's why I'm giving it a go. And it's from The Ordinary, so it's like $8 or something. It was like nothing. One thing I really like about this moisturizer, if you've never tried it before, is that it sinks into the skin so quickly. It's not one of those that leaves your skin feeling greasy at all or oily. It feels just really hydrated and plump. All right, so I'm just gonna tap out the creases. This is the eyeshadow palette here. It obviously looks like the inside of a kaleidoscope. When you open it up, it looks like this. It's a really, really cool color story. I love it so much. This is 100% going on my eyes today. Emerald Dream, bitch. I think the colors that I want to use today, I think I'm going to go in with this one, maybe a little bit of this guy, and 100% this guy right here. Maybe even a little bit of that. I don't know, I'm just going with the ones that draw me in initially, but I think this is a really fun color story. Really pretty. I'm not going to swatch these because, again, this is not a solid review. This is just me testing out these specific colors to see if I like the colors, but I already know I like ColourPop shadows. All right, so I'm going to go in with this top shade here, and this is Wild Soul, and I'm going to take this on my Morphe M441 brush. I don't know why I'm using this brush, but probably because it's the cleanest one I could find. This is the shade that I'm going to use as my brow bone shade, the one that goes the highest up for me. I'm also going to take a bit of this top shade here, which is Sandalwood, and I'm going to mix that in just so that it blends really nicely into my brow area. Honestly, I don't think I've ever used a ColourPop shadow that blends out like shit on my eyes, ever. They all just work. I don't feel like they're like the most incredibly pigmented shades in the world, in that you can get a light wash of application with them if you want to, but they always end up performing really well on me. Like, I don't have issues blending them out. They just sort of seamlessly work, you know? And when I say they're not the most pigmented in the world, I mean they're not difficult to work with pigmented. You know, this color surprises me a bit right here. This one looks like it's going to be really, really, really light, but it does have a decent amount of pigment in it that's kind of adding a layer of, I don't know, difference to that color. I'm gonna take a bit of this shade here, which is Euphoric. I didn't want to do too much orange, but I think I want to take like a bit, just so there's a little bit more gradient before I add the purple shade. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the shade Divina. Divina. And I like the way that color is, but I need to take a littler brush with it because I want it to really be nice and precise. So I'm going to go with the Morphe M506. God, I'm using a ton of Morphe. I never use Morphe. I think it's because I got the James Charles set and these were all sitting right here. So I'm going to go in with that brush because it's small and precise, and I'm going to really deepen up that color. Okay, I really like that. I'm gonna take the residual on my brush and just really feather out the edges, and then I'm gonna add a bit more orange and yellow up there. I think those colors are pretty together. I do feel like because of the texture on my eyelids, it doesn't look like I'm very good at blending. I think it'll look good once we cut the crease. I feel like when you use a little brush like this one that I'm using, this really helps to pack the color on, and then you can really deepen it up quite a bit, and then you can really buff out those edges so that it adds like the max pigment that you can get. It is really difficult to make a purple that works well, and this one I feel doesn't have any patchiness or anything really to it. It's just kind of blending nicely. And you guys know for me, this is like my favorite crease cutting brush. This is the Bodyography Pro Flat Shader Brush. It's just, I don't know, man. I really like it. I'm gonna use that same color of ColourPop concealer that we used before. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand here, and then I am just going to dip into that and cut the crease. Okay, those are two totally different shapes, but I just don't care right now because it's about the finished eye look, not being a perfectionist. Kristi, relax a little bit. I could sit here and fine tune this shit for hours. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to put on this shade, which is so gorgeous. This is Emerald Dream. I'm gonna try it with my brush first, and then if that doesn't work, I'm gonna tap with my finger. I always at least give it a shot with my brush first though. Same brush. Oh, you know what? That works pretty nice. Let me try it with my finger for a sec. Ooh, the color payoff is definitely, I feel like, more metallic with your finger. You can't get super precise, obviously, because fingers are big old nubs, but you can take the brush and kind of wiggle it to the edge. I think this color looks a bit different on my eye than I anticipated it looking, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I maybe thought it would look a little bit more blue for some reason. It's definitely coming off more like tealy green. It's still beautiful. I think I want to go in with this shade too and just sort of tap it over. I'm gonna do that with my finger. Oh, wow. Look at that shade. This could screw up everything, but I don't really care. This is the shade Moody. I think on the outer edge, I'm gonna tap that a little bit just into the purple. So it's just a little less defined out there. I like that much better. Okay, I think that looks really pretty. So I'm gonna toss some lashes on real quick. I don't know what kind I wanna use. Lashes are the hardest part. These are gonna be the Luna lashes from the Makeup Shack, and I will be right back and we are gonna move on to the rest of the face. Okay, face is done. I just did it quickly off camera. For my base, I used the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation, and then for my contour, I used the OFRA Pro Palette in Boho. Same for my blush, and for my highlighter, I used the OFRA Glow Up, and I kind of mixed all the shades together, Rodeo Drive, Blissful, and Star Island, and that's about that. So now I'm gonna test out the lip bundle, and this is what it looks like here. Ooh, so there are ultra matte lips, and then there is an ultra glossy lip, and these are the three shades that we've got here. So I'm gonna be straight up I really do not like ColourPop's Ultra Matte Lip Formula. I love ColourPop, but Ultra Matte Lips in general, hate them. I just think that they have such a drying formula, and I think honestly of a lot of the matte lipsticks that I've tried, the Ultra Matte formula just on me personally looks so bad. It's probably one of my least favorite formulas. Their Ultra Satin Lip is not bad at all. It's a much more comfortable formula. I just don't know. Some people love it. Some people love the Ultra Matte Lip. For me, it's just like my absolute least favorite. I do love their Ultra Glossy Lip formula though. So I think what I'm going to do is gonna line my lips a bit. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Completely Sepia. Just line my lip a bit to give them a little bit of structure. I'm going to try the gloss on its own to see what it looks like. Oh, well, that's pretty. Does have a bit of tint to it. You know, of the two, I think this shade I would like the most. Okay, I just took that lip off. I'm actually going to put a little bit of the Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Sueno de Coco. I don't know what that means, but I like the way it sounds. I personally like the look of a feathered edge lip. Some people like it to be like super crisp. I don't love a crispy lip. Raw Beauty crispy lip. So while that dries down a little bit, I'm gonna then put a little bit of gloss over the outside of it. Those two are pretty together. I feel like they're a little bit warm for me. I like a little bit more of a pinky kind of beigey nude. I think these would look gorgeous on a deeper skin tone. And then I think I'm gonna take some of Moody, which was this shade here, run that right underneath my eyes. I think I want to put a little bit of this shade right here, Mesmerize, on the bottom. You guys know I love a good pop of shimmer on the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of black on my lower waterline. And a little bit of this shade right here, Lucido. And I want to tap that on my inner corner. Take a bit of Euphoric. Just sort of run it right underneath so that there's a bit more orange. And this is the finished look. All right, you guys, and this is the finished eye look. I love it so much. I'm gonna give you guys my brief rundown on what I think about the collection. I really love the eyeshadow palette. I think what is it, $23? You get 16 eyeshadows. As you can see, if you were to take like these two shades and this one here, you could have a totally pink eye look. You could have a really corally pink with these guys here. You could go straight up greenish blue and teal with these guys. You could have a really golden sunsetty eye look with these four shades right here. You have a really large plethora of different eye looks that you can create with this, or you can mix and match like I did. I think it's a really nice eyeshadow palette. I think the color combos are really pretty, and I think that Karen did an amazing job. For the lip combo, I personally would pass on it, but that's only because these type of colors are not my ideal lip shade. As you can see, this has a very warm golden undertone on me, and because I have a warm golden undertone on myself, I feel like for me it can tend to make me just look, I don't know, some people love this shade on me. For myself personally, I don't really. This color too, which is the brick color, which is Dulcet. This I don't feel like looks good on me either. I don't know what it is, but there are specific shades out there that I feel like don't complement my, I don't know if it's my skin tone, I don't know what it is. But that being like really, really blue-based pinks, I do not love on myself at all. And then really warm toned brown lips as well. That's why I tend to stick with colors like NYX Cersei lipstick or Wet n Wild Mochalicious. That has like a really, almost like a gray base to it. I feel like that looks really complimentary on my skin. The Bite French Press lip gloss in the shade Flat White, I feel like that also has like a creamy neutral undertone, and again, this is really warm, so if you are in that medium to deep range, I bet you these would look absolutely stunning on you. These lip colors specifically look incredible on Karen. She did such a good job. I love the ultra glossy lip that also has a warm undertone to it. That's what the gloss looks like swatched on my hand, and it is a really beautiful gloss, but again, I tend to steer more towards clears. Formula of the ultra glossy lip I love. Well, I hope you guys liked the eye look that I did, and I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You guys can also follow me on all my social platforms, but Instagram and Twitter are the main ones where you guys can find me. Everything is RawBeautyKristi, and I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Alright, so I'm gonna... Okay, please drive by. Continue. Drive on. Some colorful, beautiful... What? I believe she's collaborated with ColourPop's, a couple of ColourPops. Everything is... What? Did that concealer... Oh, concealer. So I'm actually going to zoom you guys in a... Oh, this is the shade Fair... And it's like the fog has lifted. Am I orange? Yes. Why am I... Oh my god, I'm more orange now. Come on. See, I don't understand, dude. I literally do not understand. I have a custom white balance on. Oh, bitch. Oh, shit. These are the Makeup Shack in the shade... I keep saying shade! And I'm orange. You could literally just watch it turning orange. Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, what is open? I just have to take pictures. You like it? Sarai. No. Hey there, Skipper.